This is the, I just arrived about an hour ago, getting settled in. This is the cabin. It's snowing, so definitely wintry. Constance Square garden, under refurbishment at the moment. I don't know who that statue is. It's close to 100 feet tall. First time in Edinburgh as a visitor. Busy place. This is that's the Lothian buses travels. Just bought myself a pass. That's the Lothian bus travel shop. Just bought myself a pass. This is the Princess Street area. And Princess Street Gardens down there. Waverley railway station, the main Edinburgh railway station, very busy place. There's a little oasis of peace right in the middle of this, well, pretty busy city. Overcast day, I'm afraid. It's going to be like this for the next few days. I don't know what that building is there. Up these steps. That building down there was the Scottish National Gallery. That's, I think that's a Scott memorial, nearly 100 feet high. Yeah, if you're looking at scaffolding, there's a building, part of the University of Edinburgh. Scaffolding galore. There's Edinburgh Castle. And I think that there wouldn't be too many tourists during the time of the year. It's all part of this, the far end of the Royal Mile. I think that's St Giles Cathedral up there. I won't go inside Edinburgh Castle today. It's that's 2-3 hours to go around there. Now there's my first sighting of Arthur's Seat. Which a miniature mountain which I'll climb. Scotland has strong military traditions. There's to Frederick the Duke of York, Commander-in-Chief of the British Army. Let's go down. I'll just go down here. I think this leads down to some gardens. And along Princess Street up to Calton Hill. There's a little oasis of greenery in the middle of this city. There's a part of the castle you won't see from inside the ramparts. It's built on quite, you can see a rocky promontory. Continuing down this tarmac path, there's the ramparts. Well above me, they're well over 100 feet above me, 200 feet maybe. There's Edinburgh Castle again, towering above this this park. And Ross Open Air Stadium. Don't think there's too many open air performances today. Another view of the open air stadium underneath Edinburgh Castle. Another statue to a military hero. This is the busy Princess Street. There's a tram, the Scottish tram goes to the airport. There's the National Gallery. I won't go inside, I'm not really too keen on paintings. There's the Scottish bagpipes. I'm always reminded of that film, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, when starring Donald Sutherland, they were taking over the world, but they thought signs of civilization with the Scottish bagpipes, they could hear the sound. So, but it was just a recording. Marks and Sparks Food Hall. The next stop. There's a bus in the way. Certainly, Edinburgh is certainly an interesting city to walk around, well worth exploring. Pity the weather's not better. There's the monument. I think you have to pay to go inside. And unfortunately, you have to pay £5 to go inside. There's the great man, Sir Walter Scott. The largest monument to a writer in the world, apparently. There's David Livingstone, the statue to him. The Scott Monument. And here's the Tourist Information Centre. Art Deco. Imposing looking building. It's a statue of Wellington. That's the Balmoral Hotel, that imposing looking building. Another fortification back there. Some more steps to climb up to Calton Hill. Continue ascent up to Calton Hill. It's crowned with various monuments, which I'll inspect. This reminds me of the Roman Forum in Rome. There's Edinburgh Castle in the distance. The clock tower, the Royal Balmoral Hotel. I think that's a monument to Nelson. Yeah, around near the top of Calton Hill here. Some construction work or repair work going on. As I say, the Roman Forum replicated. So it's a gloomy, overcast day, so I believe you can't see the Firth of Forth railway bridge from here. There's a good view of the outline of the Arthur's Seat, which I intend to climb later on this week. Salisbury Crags. Arthur's Seat again. And there's Salisbury Crags. Telescopic. And the Scottish National Monument again to celebrate the fallen Scottish soldiers in the Napoleonic Wars. £5 to go inside the Nelson Monument. Towers though, a good 100 feet high. Horatio Lord Viscount Nelson. Entrance fee £5. early 15th century, eventually captured by the British when they invaded Burma in 1885. This is a Portuguese The Royal Observatory is closed for renovation. There's that Milton structure, kind of patterned after a Milton Telescope, the famous telescope he used. And here's a monument to Dougal, if I can pronounce that right, Dougal Stewart, born 1753, died 1826. Quite an imposing monument. But actually, I must admit I had never heard of him. But that's because I'm not a Scotsman, I suppose. Edinburgh tour bus virtually empty. But there are quite a few tourists around. That's St Andrews. This is St Andrews House, open 24 hours before the beginning of the Second World War, 1939. Seat of Scottish Government. Street of Lava, I won't go down there. But there's a good view of Waverley Railway Station. Nelson Telescope. I'm looking for a place to cross over to the Royal Mile over there somewhere. Go back to the bus station. There's Arthur Seton Salisbury Crags. More steps and another monument. Actually a cemetery. People are now long forgotten. In 1844. At 70, 80 feet high. Just around the corner from this monument, an interesting building. I don't know. I think it's the governor's house. No access. I seem to know that name, Rob Byrne. Erected by his widow and 12 surviving children, 1816. Oh. Can't quite see that's in Seoul. That's a statue of Abraham Lincoln in memory of Scottish American soldiers. Now here's a name I recognise, David Hume, born 1711 and died 1776, erected in memory of him in 1778. David Hume, Scottish philosopher. Now, this is the Royal Mile, this street here. That's a market in there. Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, these are the old. Yeah, the Royal Mile. These are the ancient houses, the old Edinburgh. The Royal Mile appears to be going downhill. Because I just want to have a look at the outside of the. Finally reached Holyrood House, official residence of Her Majesty the Queen when in Scotland. There's the Scottish Parliament. Not there, there's the entrance. And there's the Salisbury Crags. And back on up the top end of the Royal Mile, there's the old skyscrapers back in the time they were built. Adam Smith, The Wealth of Nations. There's some show going on down there. And here, imposing looking structure. Yes, the light's getting a bit gloomy because it's still winter and late afternoon. This is Parliament Square West, and that's St Giles Cathedral, the largest church in Scotland. Here's the entrance. Inside the cathedral. £3 suggested donation. To permit. I won't take any more photos. I broke down and bought myself a photo permit. It's well, probably won't be here again, so you know, it's the largest church in Scotland, a lot of history to it. This is the cafe, St Giles Cathedral, and just me and another customer here. I think I'm the last customer here. But here's an interesting thing. Look at this thickness of these walls and tiny little stained glass window at the end. Please put your donation for candles in Thistle Chapel. There's the organ, cathedral organ. And the one thing with these cathedrals, they're outstanding acoustics for choral concerts. You know, the Scots suffered very heavy casualties in the First World War. Just that one regiment, over 6,000 men were killed. One last shot of the cathedral. Charles Cathedral again, and another statue to David Hume, famous Scottish philosopher. Another nick in the wood. Yes, look at the size of those buildings, old-fashioned buildings. Some ball steps, Playfair steps. Goes by the side of the Scottish National Gallery. Back on Princess Street. If you want to see some buses, there's a row of buses there.